This is for you, George. So, back when I did my top 10 sports movies, one of my cousins asked me to do a top 10 sci-fi movies. And I wanted to do it, but I had some other top 10s and other types of videos I wanted to do before I got to it. And then I got lazy with other stuff, and I got busy with other things. And now we're getting into March, and with his birthday coming up, I want to do something special for his birthday. So this is for him. This is my present for him. This is my top 10 sci-fi movies. Now, I want to do something a little bit different for this. There's going to be a couple of rules, or just should I say 2 exclusions, because these 2 movies I talked about a lot because I'm a big fan of both of these movies. But I think other movies should be talked about as well. I don't want to talk about the same movie over and over again. Not to mention, I'm probably going to end up talking about them again later on in the year. So, to make sure people don't get sick of me talking about the same movies, I'm going to throw Terminator 1 and 2 and Predator off the list. So, those movies aren't going to be on this list. They'd probably be in the top 5 if they were. So, with that said, here are my top 10 sci-fi movies. Number 10 is Phantoms. Kind of an odd choice, but yeah, Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms, yo. Word, bitch, Phantoms like a... If you got the reference, congratulations. I'm glad you did. But yeah, this is an Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of a movie, and an alien invasion type of movie. It has Ben Affleck, it also has Rose McGowan. Pretty cool movie. And one thing that's good about it is that it starts out pretty fast. Usually these types of movies, there's a lot of slow build, but this one, it shows Rose McGowan and her mom show up to this town, and then all of a sudden everybody's gone, like, what the hell's going on? And then boom, they run into Ben Affleck's character soon afterwards, and you find out what happens pretty quickly, and then the rest of the movie is them trying to stop this alien invasion. Pretty standard stuff to most people, but it's still a pretty cool movie. Kind of underrated because a lot of people don't really talk about it, but I enjoyed it when I watched it, and I thought it was pretty cool. And because I wanted to show some other movies that needed some recognition, that's why it's on this list. Number 9 is The Purge: Anarchy. Now, I was disappointed with the first Purge movie. I did a whole movie review of it, this movie. I know I said I didn't want to talk about too much, but this is the movie that they kind of really hit their stride on. They found where their niche is for this type of movie. And what this movie did better than the first Purge movie is that it really puts you in a world where this night is special and there are no rules. No one's going to come save you. The police aren't going to help you. You're on your own. And it shows a lot of the insanity of humanity. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. But one thing I didn't like was that they focused too much on murder. And I talked about this in my review. They could have done a lot more with it. But as it was, as the type of movie it is, it's pretty interesting, and it gives you an idea of what people can do to each other. And I honestly think that we could end up in a purge in America, just the way people are. Unfortunate, but that's how I think anyways. So, number 8 is The Fifth Element. Bruce Willis movie. And it's not my favorite one, but this was pretty cool. You have a taxi driver played by Bruce Willis who is tasked with retrieving some ancient stones and protecting the 5th element. The other 4 stones represent the 4 elements: earth, wind, fire, and water. Or should I say wind, air, earth, fire, and water. Not heart. The 5th element. Maybe it is. Oh crap. But anyways, pretty cool movie. Mia Jovovich is an interesting character trying to figure out humanity in a sense, trying to see with what we are, and Bruce Willis trying to protect her. It's pretty cool. And I know people hate Chris Tucker's loud, obnoxious character, but at times he's funny, and I think he would have been better in smaller doses in this movie. But It is what it is, but still, I kind of enjoyed it. It was okay for what it was. Number 7 is Tremors. This is a fun movie. If you like the sort of 80s animatronics and puppeteer work with monsters, I think you're going to like this movie. It has Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward as two handymen, Val and Earl, who decide to leave their small-ass town of Perfection, Nevada, and try and make their fortune somewhere else, or try and have a better life somewhere else. But the day they decide to leave, a bunch of underground monsters start attacking and killing people. And what's interesting is that they give a good head fake with this movie. And even the second one has a good head fake, and they expand the story. But this one was a lot of fun. Fred Ward and Kevin Bacon have some good chemistry together. They're funny, they're interesting, and they make you root for them. And I like the fact that they did think you're going to go one way, but here's what is actually the creature that's eating all these people, and what is, and it's that slow build. We don't see the monster for quite a bit of the movie, and then when the reveal comes, it hits, and it's done very well. Not to mention the puppeteer work is pretty cool. Very much an 80s type of movie like that. There is one scene that's obvious green screen, but other than that, fun movie. And I even had the 4-pack of Tremors movies back when it was only 4 movies instead of it being 5 now. Number 6 is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. For anyone who says reboots are never as good as the original, or that the reboot should not be happening, I present The Thing. Yes, John Carpenter's The Thing is a remake. It's a remake of the creature from the Thing from Another World. And this one, it's part sci-fi and part scary movie at the time. It's kind of a slasher elements to it. And a bunch of scientists are stuck in Antarctica in an outpost when they're under siege by an alien creature. And the thing about this creature is that it can manipulate itself and take on the form of someone or something else, so that you don't know the people around you who's human and who's a thing. There's one scene in the movie, I watched this when I was 8. I was a kid trying to watch R-rated movies. But all I have to say, if you haven't seen this movie, is Defibrillator. That's all I have to say. Anyone ever watched that movie go, oh yeah, and that freaked me the hell out when I first saw it. And I could have put this as a scary movie, but it's more sci-fi and slasher, but still a lot of interesting things in this movie. The gross out effects, especially since it's puppeteering and animatronics, it looks really cool even now. Even though they might not look as scary as it did back then, they still look cool though. And I think the movie is a movie that can show that remakes can be done well when you have a good director and a good cast who take it serious enough to, okay, we're going to make a good movie with this criteria. I enjoyed it, but not in my top 5. So what did make top 5? Well, you're going to have to tune in tomorrow when I give you part 2. So until then, take care.